Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager 2023-2024 edition with Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula 1 team. So it is round 10, Austria ahead of us. We will do only one race for today. I am trying to shorten the video length for you guys. So we will just continue on straight into the race weekend. Lights out, away we go. So let's check the strategies. Did I mess up or not? Nope. Everybody did go with the mediums, so we are in a good position. Russell battling with Norris. They'll be able to pass Norris. Perez ahead with the hard-ons. He's got a hard-on, but can we pass him? What just happened there? We do overtake Norris. It seemed like Perez was almost sideways for a second there. Let's check in on Lewis. Lewis catching up on Norris. He goes for the overtake successfully. Great overtake. Back to George. George trying to overtake Checo. Just needs to do the overtake and that's it. Checo having the hards on might mean that we can keep him behind. We'll go back to neutral. I think he'll have DRS now. He doesn't yet. Russell has DRS. So we can catch up to Leclerc. We are in striking distance of Leclerc. How is Lewis doing? We'll get back on attack with him. We'll go down to aggressive with George. I just miss the overtake from Checo. We'll keep the fuel levels or engine mode still on push. I believe we'll have time to actually conserve some fuel. Now I am just hopeful for George to pass Checo. Should be easy enough. We did it once, we know we can do it again. I will deploy again. Push and hold, overtake. Go for it, George. There you go, George. Back to medium aggression. Back to neutral. And I believe we should be going down to standard in a second. Now I'll leave it on aggressive. Hamilton overtook, or Lando Norris overtook Lewis. But I'm currently keeping an eye on Checo. Yeah, the Red Bulls are fast. During the Australian Grand Prix, both of the Mercedes drivers complimented Checo's car. Both said that the Red Bulls are like a rocket ship, I believe. Something along those lines. Might have been only one of them, but that's the memo that we got from them. Let's check in on Lewington. We should be dropping down to balanced in a second. A kilogram is the most we can make up in 20 laps, I believe, while unbalanced. No, we could also conserve. But the problem for Russell is that if I drop down with him, then Checo will escape us and we'll never see him again. So I'll have to do it in a smart way. Maybe put it on balance, then get off and put it on balance again. Engine is starting to wear down. Let's see. Okay, I think Lewis just has to be on balance because he is behind Lando. He's not battling anybody. There goes Checo. We got the DRS here. Checo did. Drop down to balance as well. We'll be going for the overtake with Lewis on Lando. I think if we can catch up to George and also get the DRS, that'd be great. But I don't know if we'll be able to do so. And we'll be trying to push as much as we can. I'm worried about the tire wear though. Lewis is struggling a bit. Yeah, Lando doesn't have DRS. Will he be diving in? No. Maybe now. He's got the DRS. He is pushing. We'll be trying to overtake Lando on the outside. He does overtake him. But Lando gets the DRS. We'll go down to neutral, go back to balance, go down to aggressive. The Russell is overtaken by Lando. Lando's been doing a great job of keeping up with both of the drivers. Now there is rain coming in, so I was pushing with the tires. That might have been the cause of this. As you can see, the rest are in a better position. With Lewis, I was just making sure that he gets around Norris. He didn't. Then Lando caught up to George, and now he's overtaken George. There is 65% of rain in 2 minutes. That's what I'm hoping for. Now I actually need rain because I've been pushing so much. Well, yeah. We are in a tough position now, 6th and 7th, but we keep on moving.
Now the focus is on Lando Norris here. With not much room to move. And oh, that's obviously far from intentional, but there was contact.
So, George crashed into Lando, but it looks like everything is fine with the car. Now I am a bit concerned about the rain coming in. Will there be rain? Will there not be rain? I need Lando now, or Lewis to now just defend. Oh no, there he is.
3 laps to go.
Go back to neutral. Yeah, we are struggling now. In 4 minutes there will be 80% rain. 3 laps to go. I don't think there is a point of actually pitting. Now, we will try to battle with Norris. We are in a battle. Our tires are basically gone. We will try to stay with Norris now. We also have to conserve. I really thought we will be able to conserve the fuel while using the intermediates. There's only 2 laps left, and we won't have that luxury. We'll try to push on now. Looks like both of our cars won't make it, actually. We won't have enough fuel. There goes Alonso. 1 lap remaining, and we only have half a liter of a fuel to finish the lap. I think I messed it up. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? Yeah, we won't make it. Well, I screwed up completely. It's such a bad feeling right now. I can feel the pain coming. We won't be able to make it. And both of our drivers will be stuck out of the middle of nowhere. Yeah, there goes George's fuel. Yep, he might roll to the finish line, but I think he is retiring right now. Yeah.
Lewis, hi. Sorry for what you have needed to drive today. I know this is undrivable and not what we deserve to score as a result. So we move from there, but this was a terrible race.
Yeah, no worries, Toto. Let's keep working hard.
Yeah, we will come out of this.
So yeah, this one I completely messed it up. I fucked up. We will take it as an engine failure. That's what we'll do. It definitely wasn't my fault completely. I don't know what I was thinking. I pushed too hard. I thought I could conserve. I really thought we could chew out Sergio. Well, I completely forgot that the sprint races are basically qualifying for the big race. And I've come back a couple hours later now. It's like 3 or 4 hours since I finished the sprint race, maybe 5. Now, I'll be honest, I was thinking about restarting this whole video, but no, I want to keep the integrity of the series. From now on, you guys see that if I fuck up, then I'm sticking with it. I screwed up badly. We'll have to battle. Like, I completely screwed the whole weekend in Austria, and that will be a lesson for me. I am so pissed off at myself that I did that. I don't know why I didn't just conserve a couple laps earlier. Just gave Norris and Perez the win. Okay, sure. At least grab the 3 points that 7 and 8 would give us. Then we'd be starting 7th and 8th. Now we're starting 19th and 20th. Whatever. Past Rayness is an idiot. That's all I can say.
It's the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's lights out. And away we go.
Lights out and away we go from the back of the pack. I don't think, hopefully I'll never see this again in this series. George already makes it up into 18th. We are now dropping off behind Ricardo. You can see the whole pack in front of us. We'll have to make sure we get through them as quick as we can, hopefully without any accidents. One of the Haases dived down the corner. It looks like it was Kevin Magnussen. George is trying to overtake Ricardo. He does. Next up is Guan Yu Zhou. We'll keep an eye on the tires. Yep, everybody is starting with the soft to medium. It's actually a quite kind of an even field of the choices between soft and mediums. Looks like Russell does overtake Guan Yu Zhou. Next up, Kevin Magnussen. Lewis has made it up into 19th, overtaking Daniel Ricciardo. I'll drop down to standard. We need to cool the tire. Oh, did he crash into him? This is like the 5th time I've seen someone phase through someone else. So, by the looks of it, there goes Lewis through. Next up, Valtteri Bottas. We will deploy out of this corner. Yup. Hulkenberg up next. Lewis is now battling Hulkenberg. Does pass Nico. Gasly up next. Then from then on from Gasly, there is a big gap. I will deploy to make sure he does overtake. Nice, nice, nice. Very good. There we go. Back to neutral, back to standard. Now, let's hope in clean air that we'll be able to, first of all, conserve the tire and primarily make up the lost positions. Sargent in 8th. Tsunoda in 6th. Alonso 5th. 2 Ferraris up top. Sainz and Leclerc. Just like in real life today. So, interesting. Ocon in 10th. Both of the Haases are fighting. We are stuck behind both of them with George. We might just need to wait until they are finished doing their own thing. Although, knowing the Haas team, they might be doing some kind of strategy where they are messing us up and keep holding their position. So, can't really trust these Americans. Nonetheless, Lewington is closing the gap to Albon. There seems to be another big line of cars up ahead. So, we might have a chance to make up those positions. As we can see, Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Piastri, Sargent, Tsunoda are all together right here. So I think there is a chance for us to make it into the top 7. Lewis has DRS on Albon. We are now closing the gap to Ocon and Albon. I am trying to conserve the tires while still pushing. Again, we will be struggling with the fuel, but I have learned my lesson. I'll start conserving much earlier. Although I am not conserving any kind of battery, I am going out balls to the wall. We'll see how that proves, if that proves to be successful. Ocon is giving Lewis a fight for his money, but you are not stopping the 7-time world champion. Georgie now still battling Magnussen. How is the tire? 50%. Leclerc, Sargent, Tsunoda have worse tires, but yeah, okay, we are relatively middle of the pack. We could be better, but for our strategy, we need to conserve a little bit. Although the fuel levels are starting to concern me a bit. We will keep on pushing though. We need those tires to survive their stints. Hamilton going in on Albon. We will deploy out of this corner. We can hopefully even catch Sargent. Russell battling. We will also deploy now. Russell battling Magnussen. There he goes. Easy enough. Sit down, Kevin. Now we will go back to standard. We are in clean air for a bit. Lewis does pass Albon. We should be able to pass Sargent though quite easily. I am quite sure. We will go up to neutral now. Bye-bye, Sargent. There through goes Lewis. Stroll ahead. Lewis is back in the fight. He even has DRS, so we are closing the gap to those two clowns up ahead. Lewis, it's hammer time. I am excited for this comeback. Let's see Russell closing in on the rest of the cars. Lewis is behind Stroll now. We will go back up to standard.
Pick up the pace.
We still will keep George on light. We will deploy to get around Stroll. I'd like to do it as quick as you can. He has softs. You should be pitting pretty soon. 38%. You know what? If we are pushing to the max. Go, 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 Lewis. Get through. There he goes. Let's go, Lewis. Maybe initialize some kind of push so we can pass Ocon, so we're not stuck behind him for so long. You give him some extra fuel. I do not care. We already once ran out of fuel during the sprint race. I have nothing to lose anymore. We already embarrassed ourselves. So Russell's going in on the inside. Through goes Russell. No. There he goes. We got the DRS again. There he goes. Back up to neutral. Awesome. Beans. Lewis opening the gap from Stroll. Stroll is gonna have the inside though. I'll let him deploy. Maybe we could wait until the ERS to do so, or the DRS to do so, but I don't want to mess around with Stroll. I'd like to ruin his tire while he's behind trying to pass. How does that happen every time? We are ruining his tire while he's trying to overtake Lewis. So I'm only happy about that. Ocon seems to have dropped off. Looks like George will have a DRS on Gasly. We are closing in on our pit window. I think this actually might be the lap to pit. We could go all out attack, or we could wait it out even longer. You know, we'll go on attack. We will make sure to pit this lap with George. The rest of these drivers already pitted, so why not? Will we have DRS? I don't think so. Lewis, though, he continues to ruin Lance Stroll's race. 29%. He should be pitting pretty soon. He is pitting. Stroll has pitted. George will also pit behind him. Let's see how George Russell does. Kevin Magnussen also pitted. And Valtteri Bottas behind him as well. So we'll be racing in the pits. 2.8. And we get out. Stroll also got out pretty quickly. Magnussen and Bottas didn't pass us. Magnussen had a pit stop issue, so he won't be none of our worries. Stroll still had Sargent passes George. He will now start conserving with him. Stroll has also brand new mediums on. Let's check out the pits for the rest of the teams. So Lewis still hasn't pitted. Ricardo hasn't pitted. Alonso, Norris, Perez, Sainz also haven't pitted. Yeah, Ricardo has worse tires. We are actually not doing too bad with our tire. We are not doing too bad. But legitimately, we are 30 seconds. Where's the leader? We are in basically 12th, 13th, or 14th with Lewis. Yellow flag. Virtual safety car. Time for Lewis to pit. Time for Lewis to pit. That was the roughest crash I've seen this season. Wow. Hopefully Checo is okay. All of the cars that haven't pitted are now pitting, so hopefully we will save some kind of time with this pit. Obviously, none of all the cars have to go keep the distance that they have, except if you're pitting. No mistakes, 2.8. I am happy with that. All of y'all hopefully know how VSC works, but I believe we are gonna benefit from this. No, we can't speed out of here, I think, but we should be ahead of Sonoda. We will keep our... Excellent. We keep our position and we have the softs on. Race on, baby. Wow. We are coming back from this. I can't believe it. But 15-second gap, though. All of them have brand new tires. Alonso doing a one-stop. But we are in a legitimate 6 with brand new softs. Virtual safety car ending. We will go up to neutral. Balanced, neutral. There we go. Aggressive and aggressive. George is in for a fight. George going for the overtake on Sargent. I have given him the command to deploy his ERS and also go on mode push. And also be a bit more aggressive. We'll actually go all attack because we need to pass Sargent as quick as we can. The quicker the better. He has brand new tires on, so he'll be only holding us up. Although he has spent them now. But in this DRS straight, we should be good to go. And start chasing Gasly. We have the DRS. It kicks in. George is going for the outside pass. No. Another DRS straight though. Now he's going for the outside. And there he goes. Go back to standard. Leave it on mode push for right now. I will leave it on push for some time actually. I want to push for a bit. We are now chasing Gasly, who's in 10th. This is looking tasty. We could manage to salvage this race weekend. George is now in pursuit for the 10th position. Gasly ahead. We will deploy right now. We will go on mode push. Hopefully this should be easy enough. I'll even go on mode attack, although that should not be necessary, but still managed to get ahead. Russell is in the points now. We are doing great. We will go down to balanced now. Hopefully we can keep Gasly with the softs behind us. Sargent completely ruined his medium. Another yellow flag. What has happened? Lewis is okay. George is okay. George Russell now behind Yuki Tsunoda. We will attempt to pass Yuki now. We have the DRS. We are on mode attack. We are all out going for the overtake. And we do. Good job. Go back to standard, balanced, and normal. Lewis, though, he isn't making up any kind of time up to Alonso and Norris. But I believe that is due to both of them streaming off of each other. Or... I don't know what would be the right term for using DRS off of a different car. But, slipstreaming? I guess. Nonetheless, yeah, they are just moving along nicely together. Sainz just spun. Will Leclerc overtake him? By the looks of it, he won't. Is his tires ruined? His tires are basically ruined. He might have to pit a bit quicker. This is the lap for Hamilton to box. We are in 6th. There was Verstappen had a pit stop issue. Piastri behind put on the hard, Stroll with the mediums. We will have to continue fighting. Although there is a nice interval between us. And I am pushing, and I will deploy even with them.
And think about left lifting coast.
To try to make up the gap as much as we can. Norris just pitted as well. Alonso in first. Interesting. There he goes into the pits. George Russell will now pass him. Norris is now exiting the pits. So we can see the difference clearly, or the distance between both of the drivers, not our. Norris might be our driver next season. We'll have to decide on that soon enough. 2.8. I am happy with that.
So remember, white line on exit.
White line on exit. Where is Oscar Piastri? He is coming around the corner right there. We should get out in front of him. Yeah. There goes Lewis. Good job, Lewis. 2.8. Really good. Really good. Okay. Yes, she passes us. Stroll will pass us as well. We will be coming out in 10th. Or 9th, I mean. We might be even racing Stroll. No, never mind. We will back down to standard now. Yep. Boom.
Just reduce your speed.
Back down to balanced. Let's check out our situation. This is it for our pit stops. Sainz will have to pit. Alonso will have to pit. And that's it. We will have to catch up to Lance and Oscar. How far are they away? For 9 seconds. That is doable on the softs. For Lewis, it is 17-second gap he has to manage. Could theoretically push. He is a clean air. But I want to be conservative after the mess I made out of the sprint race. We just need points. Lewis has closed the gap to Lance Stroll. We were lucky that the lapped cars gave us a little bit of a DRS boost. We are now in DRS striking distance from Lance. Lance has worn mediums. We have slightly worn softs. Now again, our key is to just pass him as quick as we can and hopefully never see him again. Although we do need to conserve our tire, I'll go down to standard. We'll just use the DRS straights to catch up to him. And hopefully pass him easy enough. I will top up with the George. Although we do need clean air to conserve our tire. You can see how rapidly the car or the tire is heating up. I might want to go all out now.
Let's push and get past him. Push and hold it, overtake. Yeah, copy.
There is a DRS straight right here, and after that, there is none for a while. This is the best time to overtake. By the looks of it, we do quite easily.
So we have taken the flag. So that's P6. Could have been so much more.
Let's keep pushing. Great work, guys.
Okay, so we've taken the flag. P8. Good race.
I did my best, mate. Let's keep going.
So we have finished Austria's race weekend. That was round 10, I believe. I'm not sure. We will make sure to check it out. But look at this. We made up 14 places with Lewis and 11 with George. As far as I'm concerned, this is a successful weekend because I guess minimized my stupidity and made up my mistake as much as I could. Nonetheless, Max continues to do Max things. Fernando fourth. We might be in trouble now. Lando also stepped up his game. Oscar now in the points. Stroll once again in the points. Drivers' Championship, Max with 270. I am quite sure he is winning this one this season. Charles Leclerc is comfortably in second. Sergio, only 5 points this race weekend. Fernando with 76 points plus 15 in the weekend. He is now in fifth, overtaking both George and Lewis, both of them on 73. Lando closing in with 14 points in this race weekend. He is 8th. Lance Stroll gets some points. Oscar Piastri closes it on Lance. Yuki gets another point for his team. Pierre Gasly also with a point. So now the Alpines both are starting to actually act like a racing team. As you can see, the championship, we are comfortably in third, but the Aston Martins did close their gap. McLaren closing in on Aston Martin with 20 points. They've been the most successful out of these three teams this race weekend. But yeah, my mistake was a big one. Luckily, we've made up our, we already have a comfortable lead that we aren't in trouble, but I should be a bit more careful in the future. So next up, it will be the Silverstone Grand Prix in England, the last one with Lewis in our team. That will be a crucial one. Also, we have some of the newer parts coming in, I believe. It turns out I was actually running George Russell with the new parts on. I should have actually checked out what are we designing and manufacturing, but I didn't. Whatever. Nonetheless, also, our drivers are developing. George Russell becomes even better, as well as Lewis Hamilton has become even more accurate. And Mick Schumacher is doing his work in the simulators, but as much as I would love a German driver for a German team, I think I'll have to release Mick after this season. But anyways, that will be it for today. Thank you guys for watching another episode of mine. I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate that you have spent your valuable time with me. Let me know any kind of input in this series down below. But that will be it for today. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.